We asked students 21 questions to get to know them, their program, and their experience at Salus University. Here's what they had to say. What's your name?
My name is Felicia Cicco.
Where are you from?
I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
What program are you in?
I'm in the optometry traditional program.
Why did you want to pursue this career?
I wanted to become an optometrist just to help people in general and to get the word out for optometry as not just being something for needing glasses, but also the health aspect of it too.
Why did you choose Salus?
I chose Salus mainly because of the atmosphere, but also because of the students. When I came to campus, everyone made me feel like I was part of the family. So that's mainly the reason why I ended up coming to Salus.
What have you discovered about your subject area as a grad student that you wish you knew as an undergrad student?
I knew that it was going to be challenging, definitely, but I didn't know it was going to be this intense. I definitely fall more in love with it every day, but it's definitely more challenging than I would have thought.
What do you feel is unique about your program at Salus?
I think the hands-on clinical experience, early from the beginning, right when you get into the program. So I love being in lab, and that's the best part because you're learning all these new skills, and now we're building up, and you could do almost a full eye exam pretty much, the refraction part of it. So that's probably my favorite part, or the best part about Salus.
What clinical experience has made an impact on you thus far at Salus?
I think mainly being in the lab and getting to see different kinds of patients and meeting different people and just seeing how different eyes react to different things, because usually you think that everyone's just normal and everything, but even though we're young, we still have problems too, so it's nice to see everything.
Have you had any discouraging or especially triumphant moments in the classroom or clinic?
Discouraging, yes. I mean, you study for hours and hours and hours on end, and then you get an exam grade back and you're like, oh, okay, that is not what I expected. But overall, you overcome it, and then you overcome it with really the triumphant moments, and that's pretty much when you're in lab and you're like, I can't believe I know how to do this now, or I didn't understand it during lecture and now I totally understand it in person and doing it on people.
What's been your favorite class so far?
My favorite class is definitely clinical skills. I mean, I can't really say any other. I mean, I love them all mainly, but clinical skills is the best so far.
Have you had any eureka moments in the classroom or clinic?
Definitely being in lab, and getting that, oh, this is what the doctor's been doing all these years. That's definitely one of the best parts about it. And knowing wow, I know more than I think, and this is awesome that I can do this whole entire thing and show my family and go home and practice on them and be proud of myself.
Are you a part of any clubs or groups on campus?
Yes, actually I am the treasurer right now for the AOSA at PCO, which is the American Optometric Student Association.
What's your favorite study snack?
My favorite study snack is peanut M&Ms. I have them all the time when I'm studying, and they're my favorite, just to reach over and grab a couple.
What's your study strategy?
My study strategy is definitely not so much rewriting my notes, but reorganizing them in my own words and making sure that I don't have just thousands of slides to go over that are repeating the same thing. So I just condense it all into my own handwriting and color code it to try and see if my brain can understand the colors better.
Where's your favorite spot to study on campus?
My favorite spot on campus to study when it's warm out or when it's nice weather. I like to go out by the little pond and sit on the benches and look at the water, just because it's so soothing and relaxing, and it's gorgeous, especially in the spring and the fall.
What advice would you offer a peer who might be struggling in a specific subject or class?
I would say maybe reach out to another student or do a study group or something like that, where you can hear it from someone else in a different wording, so you can understand it maybe a little bit better that they say it than the professors when they're talking in such a high education level.
How have you felt supported as a student and an individual while enrolled at Salus?
Definitely the upperclassmen and everything like that. You go into lab and the TAs are there and they always make you feel you are doing really well. Even if you're struggling, they make you feel you're progressing and that everything is so hard and they're so proud of you for being where you are. So that's definitely my favorite part about that.
Where's your favorite place to chill between classes, on campus, or in the community at large?
Well, right now during COVID, I mean, there's nowhere to really go, like outside. So I mean, if I'm not like at my apartment with my friends, probably like when it's nice weather outside by the pond and just hanging out and like relaxing and studying together, basically.
How has going virtual impacted your learning experience?
Going virtual is very, very, very difficult. You have to be on yourself to make sure that you're watching the lectures, which in my personal opinion is the hardest part. I have trouble sometimes getting myself to not watch Netflix and watch the recorded lecture. So I definitely feel like if I was in the classroom, it would be a completely different story, grade-wise, understanding-wise as well. But as long as you stay on yourself, you'll be good.
What's the first thing you want to do once the pandemic is over?
First thing I want to do when the pandemic is over, I have a super big Italian family, so I haven't gotten to see really any of them over the pandemic since I've been working in the eye doctor's office and being here at school. So I would just love to like get together with all my family and just like hang out and talk and get together, because we used to always do that before the pandemic.
What advice would you offer an undergrad considering pursuing an advanced degree in this field?
I would definitely like recommend or say like to get into the clinical setting, like go and shadow, go and get a receptionist job. Like that's what I did for 4 years. I was a receptionist and then worked my way up to optician. But you learn so much from just seeing everything and like writing in the charts and everything. So I think that that's the best way. And honestly, you'll get an idea of even if you like the field or not just by doing that. So I would say definitely, if you can, get into the clinical setting.
To learn more about Salus University's programs, visit salus.edu/academics.